Hey guys, today is going to be part 2 of my elemental weapon versus elemental husk series. We already covered the basic elements fire, water, nature, and energy versus every combination of elemental husk and regular husk. For those of you who missed it, I'll have a link in the description below to the previous video, but basically when you shoot at an elemental husk, they have a resistance and your damage output is reduced. When you use a weapon that has an elemental effect on it, you can negate all or a portion of the resistance, allowing you to have less or no reduction to your damage. However, there are a few combinations that will reduce your damage even further than if you were just raw dogging it with basic ammo. So, make sure to use the appropriate elements when fighting elemental husks. And again, I go over all the numbers in my previous video if you need a refresher or if you are new or even if you have a brain similar to mine and can't remember shit. Again, link will be in the description below. So, if I covered all of that in the previous video, what else could there be, you might be wondering? Well, there are energy-based weapons in the game that can roll elemental perks on them additionally. So the energy sword by itself is energy-based damage, as if you rolled an energy perk on it, but without the perk. Now what happens when you roll a water element perk on it? Does it remove the energy? Does it cancel something else out? Is it weaker? Stronger? There are definitely a few theories out there, but we are going to clear that all up today, right here, right now. But before we do, I want to give a quick shout out to a fellow streamer who goes by the name Little Komquat. She has a YouTube channel and a Twitter where she posts all kinds of updates. She's currently around player level 42 and has a solid PvE following. She streams over on Twitch almost daily, so if you're looking for more PvE content creators, be sure to check her out because she is, like, totally awesome. I'll have her links in the description below as well. Now, let's get back to some science. I am running the Pathfinder Outlander, as always for science, since Outlanders don't have any damage modifiers whatsoever. With, disclaimer, with the exception of Ranger and Gunblazer, and I think the new, we'll have to see what the new guy comes out with for the Lunar. Anyways, we will be testing 4 weapons against all types of elemental husks. The 4 weapons will be energy-based, but will also have an extra element rolled on them. So, energy with fire, energy with water, energy with nature, and yes, energy with energy. So, let's get into it. 16-9. 80-81.
Relax, weirdos.
80-81. Oh, we got fire, water. $31.82. $31.82. $21.96. $21.96. Water against water. 48-41. $48-41. Alright, we got fire against nature. $88.63, $88.63. $24.21. It's gotta be $24.21. You can't go lower than that. $24.21. $24.21. Okay. 5802. $5802. 2196. 2196. $21.96. 21.96. 2901. 2901. Have it. 6363.
Why do you do this? You're done here.
6743. 6743. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned that the same rules apply to these combinations as well. On the top row, you will notice that when you use fire against nature, water against fire, and nature against water, that you would negate all of the elemental husks' damage resistance and successfully do 100% of your weapon damage. These same rules apply to energy plus elemental weapons, except in every combination, with the exception of energy plus energy, there is a 17% increase. So if you were to use an energy plus fire weapon against a nature husk, this is the only time where you are going to actually cause extra bonus damage, 17% to be exact. Now, if you look up top at the original tests, you will see that if you use an energy weapon against every elemental husk type, you will be doing 67% of your normal weapon damage. Strangely, we just learned that if you have an energy-based weapon and also rolled an energy perk on it, that weapon doesn't gain or suffer anything. It still remains at 67% across all elemental types, sadly. So energy plus energy is basically a wasted perk. I bet you it's perfect for your collection book. Okay, so we've learned that energy weapons that roll an additional elemental perk, aka fire, water, or nature, are stronger in the fact that they ignore more of the damage resistance that elemental husks bring to the table. Again, 17% stronger with the exception of energy on energy action. Hopefully this clears some things up for you. I will be doing another one of these for the vacuum tube weapons, which are all nature-based. And with the release of the current update 2.5, we received access to a whole new dragon set of weapons that appear to be fire damage. If this is true, then expect a fourth video covering all of the combinations of these as well. If you have any questions or suggestions on other science-related whatever types of videos, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Also, I stream pretty much every day over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi in the late night, early AM. We just hit 119 active viewers last night. A month ago, we were averaging around 40, so the growth has been pretty insane. And we have met a ton of awesome PvE players across all platforms. People are starting to utilize chat to help each other out with SSDs, the Vendor Tech Lab mission in Plankerton, and basically just finding more people to play with instead of relying on matchmaking. So feel free to swing by and check us out. I'm usually live between the hours of 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And with that, I'm out. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.